Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Art Nouveau Tarot by Matt Myers, which I'm pretty confident I'm saying it wrong, but I don't remember the right way to say it. It's a usgamesinc.com, usgamesystems.inc.com. I think if you go to US Games, or if you look up US Games and Tarot on a search engine, you'll find something. This is from 1989, so there's no website information on that. Supportive Oracle cards. Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Website in the back, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Alright, what do we have for Pisces? Something's coming. I feel like I've said this 50 times, though. Somebody needs to say something. Ironically, I don't think it's you. You've got success here around you. You've got good energy around you with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands. Good energy, really good energy around you. You seem to be in a good place. Something's trying to come towards you. Definitely trying to come towards you. Healing is trying to come towards you. Okay. Like, I'm seeing this card. It does seem like an antithesis energy. Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit card and the Page of Coins. Now this is in the position of like what's not working. I honestly feel like you got to be careful of negative self-talk. Everybody is subjective to it at times, in my opinion. But when you realize it, it's like turning it around and like empowering yourself instead of like holding yourself down. Try not to beat yourself up. I don't know where this is coming from other than... Another thing I've noticed is like being too much in current events. Like you have to be informed but not inundated, as they've said many times by many different people. Be careful of the music you're listening to at this time and the media you're absorbing, whether it be movies, entertainment, social media, whatever it is. All these things are seeming to really, really affect you more than you're realizing. So if there's something you're constantly looking at and it's making you unhappy, or maybe it's making you aggressive, be careful of it. If you can watch something that's benign, like, I don't know why, lately I've been doing this thing where I watch crafting videos. I don't really craft a lot, but when you watch somebody make something, it's rarely, like, they don't usually say anything negative. They're just explaining what they're doing, and you're seeing what they're making and how they're making it and what colors they like and all other good stuff. And it sometimes gets you creative in your own way and makes you think, oh, I would do it with this color, or I would like that color. Like, it's cool what they're doing, and it's not like, you know, it gets your brain going in a positive way. I don't know, I find myself watching those lately. Kind of like, it disconnects me from any type of political or anything like that. It's just kind of like, okay, this is cool. They're making something. They're using their creativity. It's very good to do that, especially if you get it get in a habit, because I just don't feel like life will let you stay there very long. So life won't let you stay there very long. So anytime you can get there, enjoy it. Be aware of negative self-talk. Just be very well aware of it, because it can really make things. It can cheat you of a lot of your joy. It can really cheat you of a lot of your joy. And it can also demotivate you to where you won't make things happen that you really need to make happen, that you really want to make happen. So what is coming towards you? This is very interesting to me. The Two of Wands. To me, usually the Two of Wands is making a quick decision. But this one, it's kind of like something is off with it. Something is coming your way really quickly. Somebody else has already made a decision, is what I'm getting from this card. And it may be a little bit overzealous. Somebody's coming towards you, definitely. I'm wondering if there's more than one person involved when this starts. But one of those people are going to fall away because I get the Queen of Wands is the victor of whatever that is. It's very interesting. There's whatever this situation is, it needs more planning. I feel like that's really, I don't know if that's normally your thing, but I feel like seeing possibilities or helping construct a plan. If you can help construct a plan at this time, for whoever's bringing whatever they're bringing towards you, help them construct a plan. I do think you can help make success. And I understand, if you're not a planner, you're like, that's not really my thing. If you're supportive with it, and you're like, trying to help people out, like just thinking about, well, we got to make sure that's taken care of. We got to do this. There's this time frame we got. Like you're just bringing forth things, and maybe you're supporting a plan. You could be supporting a plan, just to be fair. Something about a plan has to happen here. Maybe bringing forth that a plan has to be made and encouraging people to do that, supporting the plan, upholding the plan. Something about a plan needs to happen here. Because I feel like if you do, because I'm seeing this Pentacle card, and it's interesting how it's coming in, because I'm feeling like somebody's looking over a plan here. To me, it looks like a plan. I know it's like a pentacle on a board or whatever it is, but it's kind of like this needs to happen. We need to do this a certain way. If we can get a plan coming together, and if you're kind of like saying, yeah, we really do need that plan, and you're trying to help make that plan happen, you could help bring success for them and yourself even more. Encourage the plan. Encourage the plan. I feel like you can very much stabilize that plan too. You can stabilize the plan. You can make this actually happen. I don't see you making this happen all by yourself, but the support you're giving, and if you are a planner, if you're a person that likes to plan, I feel like you're going to have ideas that the other person may not have thought of. It's, it's kind of like, if you're going to use a new oven, somebody saying, what, let's make sure that's level before we use it. Before we use it, it's a new oven, let's make sure it's level. Otherwise, you could get to the other side of that experience and be like, your cake's off to the, whatever. Maybe like you'll have little ideas like that. Like, let's just make sure that's level. Let's make sure this is a thing. 'Cause sometimes I've seen people look at an oven and think it's level, and then it's like maybe side to side it is, but maybe back and forth it's not. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. You're very good at supporting the plan. You could stabilize this a lot. There's something with healing with this. Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit card. Healing. Now the plan, one more thing with the plan. Whether you're a planner or not, try to get the other person or whoever you're dealing with to agree on a start date and move forward with that start date. Kind of like, okay, we can't do this today, but let's do it in a week and a half. And they're okay, and you're like, oh, week and a half. So you're thinking Saturday the 8th, just for argument's sake. This reading is valid for whenever you come to it. So we're just going to say, oh, Saturday the 8th. Okay. So what time you want to start on Saturday the 8th? Oh, I don't know. I mean, how about we do noon on Saturday? Oh, that's a little early. Okay. Is 4 better? That's a little late. 1:30? 1:30 I guess would work. Okay, so we're all going to plan. We're going to meet at this spot at 1:30, and we're going to need these supplies. So over the next week and a half, let's just talk amongst ourselves, decide who has to get what and who's going to bring what. Like, try to like be encouraging, kind of like, okay, let's do this. Okay, this is the day. Okay. I feel like for a lot of you, somebody else will pick up that ball and they'll be like, well, this is best time for me and this time works and you bring this and I'll bring this. Somebody else will probably pick up the ball, but if you try to start moving it forward, it'll catch fire quick and it'll start going. It'll go well. I feel like it'll go really well. You might be budging somebody out of a stuck position. The Hanged Man is there, but I don't feel like it has to be. It's where they are. It's like whoever this is kind of stuck. They're talking about something, they have a plan, or maybe they need a plan. I feel like if you're promoting the plan, whether you're creating it or encouraging it, getting that start date to happen, getting things to go on that start date, holding to the start date, I feel like it will reverse, or not reverse, it shouldn't reverse that, because I don't like how that feels. It will. We'll do the dice. That's what it'll do. 4 of Swords, healing. That's a healing. And the Libra card, Justice. Why did I? All right. They will see that they want this to start, and they will work with you on it. Once you start it going, they will uphold their side of the bargain. It will go. I feel like it'll go really well. There's 2 cards here. Surrender to the boundaries. Once you've committed to it, keep in contact with other people and make sure you stick with it yourself, whatever this is. So if there's something you got to prepare for this situation, like maybe it's an event and you're supposed to bring something to pass, like a dish to pass, decide ahead of time what you want to bring and keep yourself on pattern. Make sure you don't let yourself, like, if you're supposed to bring, like, brownies, don't get store-bought ones. Bake them yourself, especially if you're a good baker. I'm just saying. So if your original plan is to bake something, make sure you stick with that. Hold yourself to that standard. Hold yourself to your own standards. So, like, the best analogy is, like, again, the baking thing. I'm a foodie, clearly. So if you're invited to a party and everybody's gonna bring a dish to pass, and you know how to make something well. Maybe you make peanut butter cookies really well. I tend to, apparently. I get a lot of compliments on them. Don't let yourself think out and just buy something store-bought, store-made. Make what you know is good. Make what you know people like. Keep yourself at that standard. When you keep yourself at that standard, you keep your energy up. You keep things going well. You also help other people keep their standards up, and you give them something to strive for. It's very helpful. Keep that in mind. I'm coming back again to the negative self-talk. Be careful not to beat yourself up. There's something here with negative self-talk that keeps kind of like floating around here. Somehow it keeps happening. Once you're aware of it, try to not do it. Change that voice. Like, literally change whatever the voice is in your head. Like, I've done this before. Like, if you have a favorite celebrity that you like or you think is funny, that you actually enjoy, try to think of that voice instead of the one that is doing the negative talk, and, make it more positive for yourself. Change that to more positive. That makes a huge difference. That can knock you down or pick you up without anybody even knowing. You know what I mean? That inner voice, there's something about the inner voice. Be careful of the inner voice. I sometimes imagine myself in a white light if it keeps happening and I just keep imagining myself in a white light, it seems to reset it. So if that's helpful for you, go for it. This is something good, so I'm hoping this works out to your advantage. I'd like to see that happen in your favor. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.